Hey everyone, so I have gotten a ton of requests to show how I define my curls and show what I do to maintain my curly hair extensions and things of that nature. So that's what this video is going to be all about. As you can see, my curls are defined and I have my leave out blended. So I'm going to show you in this video exactly how I define my curls and what I do in that process and how I keep my curly hair extensions healthy, looking good and fresh and things of that nature. I will also put all the information about the products I used in the description box below, as well as the hair extensions that these are, the company that they came from. So if you want to see how I get my curly hair like this, then just stay tuned. So the first thing you'll need is a Denman brush. This is a holy grail product for curly hair extensions. Second, you will need a spray bottle, some oil, some clips to keep your hair out the way, and a super absorbent towel. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to section your hair off with the clips. It's a lot easier to define your curls when you are working in sections. So that is the first thing I do, is section my hair off and start with just a small section in the back. And so then I'll take my Denman brush and to just begin brushing out the curls that are already there and just getting out any kinks and basically getting the hair fluffed out. And then I'm going to take my spray bottle with the water in it and I'm going to begin spraying down this part that I sectioned off. Now for this particular hair company, I realized that the hair does better if I mix just a little bit of virgin olive oil in with the water, but typically just water will suffice for defining the curls. So you don't want to saturate the hair when you're spraying it down. You just kind of want to get it damp enough to where the curls are defined. So just a little water at a time so you can kind of tell whether you're oversaturating the hair or not. Because you want this to be a quick process. You want it to be able to dry quick, so you don't want to oversaturate the hair. Otherwise, you could just do this in the shower. And so after you get it sprayed down, you're just going to brush through once again. And you can kind of see the curls forming. Now it looks a little bit more straight right now, and that's only just because it's wet. But in a second, you will see the curls start to form. So I'm going to speed this part up just because I'm doing the exact same thing that I just did. So I'm going to brush this side of the hair out again, and then I'm going to spray it down with the water, and then I'm going to begin to brush out any kinks and just get the hair more uniform with this Denman brush as I brush the water through the extensions. Now at this point, this is when I take the oil and I place it on the hair. Now this part is very important just because placing the oil on the hair while it is still damp is just a vital piece to getting your curls to be defined and to get them staying defined. So I rub this all over this side of my hair. And then after I rub the oil all through, I go back through the curls with the Denman brush again. And you don't want to have a thick oil that's going to weigh your extensions down. You want a lightweight oil that's kind of just going to give it a little bit of sheen. You don't want your extensions looking greasy, so make sure you pay attention to that. The Organics brand has good lightweight oil products to use for extensions. So now I'm going to take my towel and I'm just going to squeeze any excess water or product out, and I'm going to actually scrunch it up at the same time while I'm squeezing it out. This is an important piece of defining too. And so after I squeeze it out, you kind of just want to leave those curls alone and let them dry. You don't want to mess with them or rub your fingers through it. And so I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to brush out the current curls and waves that I have. And then I'm going to spray it down with the spray bottle. And just be sure to keep the hair that you already defined out the way, just because the more manipulation, the more frizz. So if you kind of just let it dry by itself and just leave it alone, the curls turn out a lot better, I have found. And so then you'll take your Denman brush and you'll brush through the water, and you can go back and forth and decide whether you need a little bit more water, you need a little bit more oil. It's up to you. It's kind of a little bit give and take, but you do just want to do these steps in order. You want to do the water before the oil, and then you want to squeeze the excess water out. So then I'm just going to do the same thing up top here, and you'll see me move my leave out the way just because my curl pattern is not the same texture as this hair extension, so I try not to get my leave out wet. That way it doesn't end up getting frizzy and puffy. So I'm just doing the same thing here. Same thing. Now I'm going to take my oil. Make sure it's enough for the entire section, or you can just do a little bit at a time if you feel like you can't gauge how much oil you need. And then you're going to brush through it again. And then you're going to take your towel. You're going to squeeze and scrunch, squeeze and scrunch. And then as you can see, the other side, the curls are already getting formed and looking pretty and defined. And so this is after I have blended my leave out, and this is after the hair has dried. See, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to turn around so y'all can see. And this should not take long to dry, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, unless you used a lot of water. And so I'm going to show y'all a before and after so you can take a look here. So that is before I did anything, and this is after I defined my curls and blended my leave out. And so if you are interested in seeing how I blended my leave out, I will post that link. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and until next time.